What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Brothers, I know you don't like my videos about the interracial dating thing, and I can understand it. You guys know that I am in the pro-black community. I am very hardcore pro-black, but I will set that aside for today's conversation. I will talk about things in perspective. What am I saying? Imagine that we're not even using race, okay? And we're not gonna use it for the first few minutes of the episode. You get into a relationship with somebody, okay? A female of your choice. Now, this woman came from a relationship in which she pretty much despised her husband. Now, of course, you're not seeing that side of her at all because the relationship is new. She's being very nice. You're in the honeymoon phase. Booty clapping sounds. You're clapping those cheeks. I mean, typically when we meet somebody new, we have a different experience with them than with somebody else, right? It's always, it could be even in the same country. New person, nobody's the same, experience is different, and you're kind of vibing off that because it's new, right? Let's say that's the case. Now then we continue on the rant. You notice that she's telling a lot of information about the husband on the platform. She's going on Instagram saying that he did X, Y, and Z. The husband has moved on. The husband doesn't talk about her. She's still saying these terrible things. You kind of really don't look at it because you feel like that won't happen to you. Now, as Bobby Blue Bland used to sing, further on up the road, you decided to get into a relationship with her, and then, all of a sudden, things are, year or two in. It's not like before, not bad, but there are some situations you need to address, certain levels of disrespect. And as a man, that's doing very well, you have these come to Jesus talks with ladies. And and it's so bad to the point where you're like, listen, I love you. I want to be with you. You could even have a kid together, could even be married, but you know what? X, Y, and Z situation needs to change. And you need to change or we're not going to be able to stay together. She cries. She says that she will change it. You get back and everything is good. You go to vacation, try to work it out. Guess what? It still doesn't get better. It's to a situation where you got to leave her. You got to leave her. You think it's amicable at first, but then you find out that it's not. All of a sudden, here are lies being told about you. Okay? Lies that are not true. Then you start to piece it all together and you're like, wow, this reminds me of what happened with the last guy. And then let's add the filter on top. Let's add the cherry on top. Let's now put the race situation back in there. Okay? Because we all know that everything happens to revolve around race somehow. You're a black man. She's Asian. Her husband is white. She complained to you about her white husband. You felt because you made more money than the white husband that she would not do the same thing to you. And you're black, and she's spreading even worse lies about you as a black man than she did about the white husband. And now the white husband is coming out talking about how much of a liar she was, and now you find out for yourself that you being black had nothing to do with how she was behaving. She was like that in general, had nothing to do with your race, had nothing to do with your style, had nothing to do with the BBC or anything like that. What you fell for was a person that was manipulative regardless of race, but that person in this case happens to be Jeanie, who's Asian. And then here's what black men need to understand, okay? There is a very big push for black men to want to deal with somebody outside of their community. I can understand where that is coming from. I went to a white university. I graduated from Sacramento State University. I then went to medical school in Europe. I live in Africa. I've lived on 3 continents. And yeah, women can be different culturally, all right? But I would never dare to tell you that women are not manipulative everywhere. And that because you are a black American, or because you're a black man, or because somebody likes your accent or your swag, that you're gonna get it easier than somebody else. It may appear you're gonna get it easier, but you're not. You cannot change a liar. You cannot change a thief, and you cannot change a bad person no matter how much booty clapping sounds you give them, okay? That person is a liar. That person's a bad person regardless if that person is black, regardless if they're white. They have good values. It doesn't matter if they're white or black. And if you give people credit for being a race, instead of making them prove themselves to you, you're gonna lose. And this is what I want to tell black men. I have learned the hard way, living in Africa, that I should not give somebody the benefit of the doubt because they're black, okay? Everybody's black here. Or because she's from Uganda or Kenya, or Ethiopia, she's gonna automatically be a submissive lady, and that's because the culture teaches her to do everything. No, I can't automatically assume that, because anybody can take advantage. An African American can take advantage. I have to judge that person based on what they do, okay? And I have to see that behavior for long periods of time. And not to say that people can't make mistakes, but I can't give you a benefit of the doubt because you are African, or because you're African American, or because you're Asian. I would prefer to be with my own group. But again, if you would do it to the white man, what makes you feel like you wouldn't do it to me? And so here we go as black men, we believe that we just have more swag than this guy. This guy's a sucker. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He ain't real like me, so she'll never do that with me. And that's exactly how people want black men to feel. Like, let your guard down. Yeah, but he ain't real like you. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to hit it like you do. And then the next dude that she get with after you, she gonna tell him the same thing. Because whoever's on right now is gonna get all the, she ain't never gonna tell you that the last guy clapped him better than you. Of course, you're the guy that she has right now. You're the next best thing. So you're not gonna hear it until you and her not dealing with each other no more. Then when she ain't got no use for you, that's when you're gonna really feel what's going on. Okay? So stop giving these ladies a benefit of the doubt when Jeanie Mai is a liar, period. Okay? And I think that so many of us, we think because a person is this race, a person is this color, that they have respect for you, man. They don't. You have to make people respect you. And some people just not gonna respect you as a black man. Some folks not gonna respect you as a man, period. And we need to understand that and accept it for what it is. Some people ain't gonna never respect you, okay? Some people ain't gonna never give you the respect you're looking for. And we need to accept that. And there are gonna be some women out there that shouldn't be there, period. Why are we fighting with them? Why are we arguing with them? They don't have what it takes, okay? They're no good. And that's all that it is. It doesn't matter what race it is. You should not have to, as a man, argue about somebody in their disrespect for you. That's something that you shouldn't have to argue. I'm just gonna be honest. Being 40, something like that, I can honestly tell now, we're talking to somebody almost 10 minutes. Most people, not everybody. Yeah, this person's not gonna work out. This person is not any good. So this person is not serious. I'm not even gonna waste my time talking to them, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get the hell away from their ass as soon as possible. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want this person around me. I don't want this person talking to me. I don't like this person. I don't want them to deal with me at all, period. I don't want them. That's the end of the goddamn story. I don't like them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to be around them at all. That is period. I can tell they have a nasty ass attitude and can't nobody help them. And I don't know how long that the Lord want to keep me around on this earth. So I'm just getting rid of them already. Even if I'm going to work with them or hire them or whatever, or business collaboration. If I sense that energy, I'm out. You guys got to sense that energy and just know that that's not you. That's not the kind of person you want in your life. It's not the kind of woman you want in your life. It's just not going to be acceptable. There is nothing wrong with that. And do me a favor and get them the fuck out, okay? That's just the end of the story. Get them out of there. They don't want to be there. Get them out of there. End the story. It's something that we don't need to debate about. We don't need to talk about it. That's it. So if they don't like it, that's fine. But we're gonna deal with you in a way in which you need to be going. So stop, thinking about people based on race and think about them based on what they do for you, what you force them to do as to add value to your life. If we do that as men, we won't get in situations like this with women who are foreign from our community, or women in general. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shitty Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your follow, you discard the bell. We're out.